Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining our Church of Quantism, also known as the Quantumism Movement. I want to introduce our religion to you and talk a little bit about our core beliefs. Our church is a religious belief system. This religious belief system is based on many other belief systems. This was done through research over the past 30 years. Much of the research was collected from people like you, and many conversations I've had from people of all walks of life. From the very rich to the very poor. I've worked in quite a many fields, dealt with even some celebrities, which I can't mention. It's been in the medical field, been in banking, I've been in warehouses, factories, I've been in, I've done a lot of things. You normally work 3 jobs at the same time, so I got an opportunity to speak to a lot of you. A lot of people started talking to me about their religious beliefs, learned a lot. Ended up buying books about other religious beliefs that I didn't even know existed. So it was a lot of research, and I knew I had to put this together for everybody. The goal of our movement is not to make money or to gain power, and I want to make that clear. The reason is to make a difference in the world. We want to change the world, as crazy as it might sound. Please have an open mind as you listen to these videos, and if or when you buy the book, definitely have an open mind as you read through it. We hope that you take many good things on our way of life. Even if you decide not to join our church, hope we make a difference in your life as well. If you understand and feel the same way as we do, all we ask is that you not only just follow our teachings, but also teach others. You'll learn that quantism is different as a whole in any other religions. The setup is made to make sure no one takes advantage and uses the church in a way to make money or gain power. So let's talk a little bit about God, because that's the main thing that everybody asks. So for us, God's not a person. It's energy itself. Most religions have some human-looking person up in the clouds, up in the sky, or people from the past, Thor and Zeus that were wielding, electrical energy. And the energy itself is what we see as God. We don't have someone wielding the energy itself. Let's look at the quantum theory, which is the theoretical basis of modern physics. It explains the nature and behavior of matter and energy on the atomic and subatomic levels. The nature and behavior of matter and energy at these levels is sometimes referred as quantum physics. To us, everything is energy at the most fundamental levels, which is explained through that. The energy in our bodies, the energy in... I'm not just talking about lightning. I'm not talking about electricity. I'm talking about all of that energy that makes us up, that makes the entire universe up. All of that as a whole is God. I know the concepts might be kind of hard to understand in many aspects, but the concept of God has always been hard to understand for many other religions. How can you imagine something so great, something so powerful? But now we have a deeper understanding, because we know, to us, this is what God is. The reason for many religious belief is really to push people to live more ethical lives, to live the moral values that they push. The problem is the focus is more on magic and fairy kingdoms, and that's not the real reason for faith. A lot of these stories are pushing fear. They talk about a hell, where you're going to burn forever if you do something wrong. It's not the way we believe things. Many of the stories are simply just stories, different, not really any different than a lot of these children's storybooks. Some of the stories are based on actual events, and sometimes loosely based on events that happen, but not all the stories. We read these stories to gain a deeper understanding of the moral lessons being taught. Are all religious lessons correct? We're going to say no on that. There are some religious lessons that go against universal ethics, and that's not correct. We've evolved away from human sacrifices, from voodoo dolls. We need to continue to evolve, and that's what's happening here. We need to look to science and logic. Unlike an atheist, and I'm quite surprised that many atheists have actually converted to our way of belief. Welcome, by the way. We have learned that we do need a spiritual peace in our lives. We all need guidance that will give us a better way to live and care about others, not just ourselves. We have to be accepting of people and their beliefs, but not allow unethical behavior to be allowed because of that belief system. We accept all people. Yes, including gay and lesbian. If someone is born gay or lesbian, then that is who they are. And we don't have a right to change them. We also look at people as all people are equal. We don't separate by races and cultures. We don't justify a race claiming to be better than another. We don't justify the balancing act, as I call it. That's where race or culture that was hurt in the past is now demanding more than others, and it's claimed. All of this stuff is claimed to be done as to balance things out. And it doesn't make sense. Humanity, that's the only race. That's the only thing that exists, is humanity. We are all the same. And we need to start seeing ourselves as the same. No different than any other human being. Our church believes in evolution. We don't have an Adam and Eve. We have evolution. The dinosaurs. We believe in science. We also believe in God. Do we pray? Yeah, we pray. But we see prayer as mental therapy. You see, if you pray correctly, the correct way is asking God to help to understand our problems. Now, what's happening? We're talking about our problems. And by talking about our problems, and we're relaxing at the same time, we're taking a deeper look at those problems and what might really be causing these problems to be in our lives. At the end, by thanking God for the blessings that they have received, we reinstate the behaviors that need to continue in order for us to reach our main goals. The wrong way to pray, we feel, is just to repeat, a certain phrase over and over and over again. A good example would be like some of the Catholic, a Catholic example would be saying a Hail Mary or an Our Father, 10 times, and then thanking God. You know, that we're not getting anywhere with that. So let me close by telling you, many people have used religion for their advantage, either to gain power or money. Religion many times is used to manipulate people who are trying to do what's good in the world. Because of this behavior, the atheism population continues to grow, and in turn causing many to miss the larger picture. How it affects our future generations isn't looking good. We have to be logical about what we follow and what we believe. We have to learn from our past. We have to know our history, because how are we going to learn from our past if we don't understand our history? Education is a very key issue in all of this. We in turn need to pass on the knowledge to our future generations. Sometimes we get too busy working or doing, I can only imagine what, and we're not teaching our children so they don't make the same mistakes we made. We need to continue this in order to keep moving forward. And we need to stop taking steps backwards. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I wanted to, I hope you continue watching the rest of the videos. God bless you all, no matter what you believe in.